Hey guys, so I'm just going to take a minute to upload this video. I didn't upload yesterday, I'm not uploading today, I'm not uploading tomorrow. We had to put our girl down, our little Camo. We had to put her down yesterday. It was very sudden. Even though we knew she was getting old, she still, it just was sudden. She was here at home, she wasn't eating. I thought she was trying to stand up. I actually thought she was pooping on my carpet. So I yelled at her and I went over to her, and you could just tell her whole face was very confused, and she fell over. And I thought she had a seizure. So I called the vet and told them that she had a seizure. They told me to bring her in. I tried to get her in the car, and she couldn't walk. She stood up, but then she just kind of stood there and stared at me. And she would put one foot forward and then stare at me, and it was like there was just nothing behind those eyes anymore, you know. Then I started thinking maybe she had a stroke or something. So I finally got her into the car. I don't even know how I got her into the car, honestly, because she's 81 pounds and I'm 5'2". So I finally got her into the car, and I called the vet's office. I'm like, listen, I'm on my way. I need you guys to come out in here and get her. I can't carry her. I can't get her out of the car. So she said, call me as soon as you pull up. So I got to the vet's office and I called them, and they brought out a stretcher. But then like one lady came out and she's like, everybody's hands are tied. I don't have any help. And I'm like, I can't put her on a stretcher and carry her. I don't know what to tell you. And she's not moving. I honestly thought she died in the back of the car because she wasn't moving.
She made me stay in the car.
Yeah, I told Hannah when we pulled up to the vet's office, I'm like, stay in the front seat. I don't want you to see her if she's gone already. And when I opened the back, she was just looking at me. But like I said, there was nothing behind those eyes. So anyway, we got her into the room, and doctor came in, and she looked underneath her eyelid right here, and then like palpated her belly, and that was it. That was all she did. Looked under her eyelid, palpated her belly, and she was like, so there's such a thing called a hemangioma tumor, and it grows on, in the abdomen, like on the liver or whatever. And it just silently grows. It doesn't really bother them until it ruptures, and she's lost a lot of blood. And her whole abdomen is full of fluid. So I'm assuming that she probably had a hemangioma tumor that exploded. And I was like, dude, you just looked at her, seriously? And she was like, so, I'm sorry. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it took you 5 seconds, and you're telling me, like, my dog's gonna die. So it was just like, what? Here I'm thinking she either had, like, a stroke or a seizure or something, and she's telling me my dog's bleeding out. So she said, I'm gonna take her in the back and try to like get an ultrasound of her abdomen to see if there's free fluid in there, and if there is, then yeah, it's probably what I say. It's a hemangioma tumor that exploded. So they finally got her in the back because, again, she couldn't walk. She like would put a foot forward and then just kind of stare at you like, I don't know what I'm doing. And she was breathing super freaking heavy. So after like 20 minutes, they brought her back in the room, and she was like, I'm really sorry, I wish I had better news for you, but I did an x-ray and her abdomen's full of fluid, so I'm going to say that that's probably blood, and she's not being able to process oxygen properly because of the blood is just gushing into her abdomen. So it was just me and Hannah there. I'm calling my husband. He's an hour away on a job site. I'm calling Gabrielle, my oldest. She's over at work. Selena was still in school. It was like 2:15. She doesn't get home from the bus until 2:50. So she's on the bus. I can't like text her and be like, hey, dog's dying. So I'm waiting for William to get there. Meanwhile, poor Cami, she just was so lost. She was just laying on the ground, breathing heavy. Yeah, she was a disaster. I was a disaster. We were all a disaster. But Cami just had no idea what was going on. She literally was just laying on the vet floor, just... She couldn't catch her breath. She couldn't, like, nothing. She was dying right in front of me. So the lady's like, sometimes, this is what she said. She goes, sometimes the blood clots up and they can be okay for a couple days, but eventually, it are you serious? I'm not going to leave my dog to die like this for a couple days. No, we're putting her down. I was like, that's not an option. She's like, well, there are things that I can do to help her be comfortable. No, she's going
Like, who would pick
down.
that
I don't
option?
know. I would never do that to her. Holy crap, she was dying before me. I'm not going to prolong her death. I was upset that we had to wait for everybody to get there to put her down. You know what I mean? I was ready to put her down right then and there. She was miserable. So, Gabrielle came home and picked up Selena. They came up to the vet's office. My husband got there. He lost it. So just a little bit of like background. So Cami was going to be 13 on October 27th. So 13 years ago, me and my husband were not together. He was by himself. So he was a single solo bachelor.
Single parent.
No, he was a single solo person. He didn't have any kids, no girlfriend, nothing. And his neighbor said, hey, I got this dog that's pregnant. Do you want one of the puppies? And he was like, yeah, I think that would be great to have a puppy. You know, he was all by himself.
Oh.
So his neighbor said, all right, well, do you want me to call you when she starts having the puppies? And he was like, yeah, that would be kind of cool to see her have the puppies. So he gets a call one day, and he's like, okay, well, she's in labor. They're going to have puppies. So he goes next door to the neighbor's house, and he watches Cami and all of her brothers and sisters be born. So this man literally watched Cami come into this world. He watched her be born. And that's really special, and that doesn't happen very often. So he has a very close bond with her. The mom actually ended up dying of like heartworms or something when she was very young. No, heartworms. When she was very young. So my husband actually, I think Cami was only like 6 weeks old when the mom died. And so my husband took her to the vet and was like, I don't know what to do with her. And the vet was like, oh my God, where's her mother? And he was like, she died. I don't know what to do with this puppy. Luckily, Cami didn't need bottle feeding. She was on, like a wet food. I came into the picture when Cami was a 1.5 years old. And I was like, holy cow, that dog is crazy. Like, she was wild. She would jump all over the place. And, she was just crazy. Oh, she was so crazy.
She's cute.
And here I'm thinking, I don't know if I can handle this dog, And my husband, he's thinking, I don't know if I can handle this girl and her 2 kids. So, they were very bonded, though. Like, my husband, he would, like, stand there and, like, watch TV or something, and he would talk to her, and she would just so intently sit there and look at him. She hung on every word of his. They had such an intense bond. And, like, that dog was just made for him. So I respected yesterday that I lost my dog, but I think the toughest thing was watching my children lose their family pet. Hannah's never known life without Cami. I was pregnant. Cami was right there. When I brought Hannah home, Cami was right there. So watching my kids lose their family pet and then watching my husband lose her was really hard.
Especially Gabrielle.
Yeah, Gabrielle and Cami were very bonded also.
Gabrielle didn't really cry.
Gabrielle did cry a lot. She held it in, though. Gabrielle is a caretaker. So Gabrielle wants to make sure that everybody else is taken care of. She'll process her own feelings, and then she doesn't push them down. She does process them. She'll process them and then say it is what it is, and then make sure that everybody else is taken care of. So I just wanted to put this out there because I'm not uploading videos today. I need to let this sink in. This wasn't even like and of course the first thing I thought when I went into the vet's office is, oh my God, I had the radioactive iodine, I killed her. The vet was like, no, this had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with anyone. This dog had a tumor that was growing and we didn't know about it until it burst. So, yeah.
Had her packing list.
I know. I was packing for her yesterday on the list, but that's okay. We're going to get through it. So anyway, I have a whole bunch of videos that I've recorded and I've edited. I just need to upload them, but I'm not doing it. I'm going on vacation. Maybe I'll do some work while I'm on vacation. I didn't plan on doing any work on vacation.
Maybe
But
a car.
yeah, with this happening, I might edit some videos and upload, while we're traveling by car. We're not going on a plane, so maybe I'll do it then. So I just wanted to tell you guys I really love you. I don't want to just leave you hanging. Chaotic Mom is like my little niche that I found here. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I feel a strong bond with some of you guys. I really do. So I don't want to just leave everybody hanging like, oh, I wonder where that girl went that used to do Chaotic Mom. I'm here, but I need time to process this with my family. And some of you might think, oh my gosh, this is a dog, and she's been making a 10-minute video about a dog. But this is a dog that was, I mean, just part of the family. She really was. She was a part of the family. She was my husband's little girl, really. So that's what I'm saying. I just need to process and be able to be here for them, to support them. So that's it. I appreciate all your support. Thank you for hanging out while I'm not uploading. I look forward to uploading again. I really do. I just, I know my limits, and I'm at my limits right now. So I love you guys. I will see you soon. I just don't know when.